Morning, welcome to day 4 on our look in Hosea. And I hope you're enjoying reading this because it's got so much meat in here. It is the kind of thing that's worth reading perhaps in one of the more modern English versions, the Living Translation or something like that, if it will help you, and even reading the Message to give you just a sort of slightly easier read, shall we say, because some of it can feel quite heavy, but it really isn't a heavy message. It's an important message nonetheless. Now, you might be thinking that after I talked about chapter 1 and 2, that I've sort of forgotten the end of the story of Hosea, but I haven't, not at all. I've been holding it back because I think it's relevant to us as we look at the allegorical side of that in chapter 7, because the story, of course, with Hosea and Gomer, are that Gomer, her life went down, down, down because she continued in this path of committing adultery, sleeping with other men, and this must have been tearing Hosea's heart apart, but he remained faithful constantly, and to the point where Gomer ended up completely virtually destroyed by her actions, and she was being sold for to be a slave because she was no longer of use to the person who would become her master. And God tells Hosea, go and buy her back. And he buys her back. He pays 15 shekels, 15 pieces of silver. It's a lot of money to him, but nobody else was prepared to even pay a shekel, never mind 15. But he went back and said to her, you are my wife, and I love you, and I choose to buy you back. And he takes her home. And it's a powerful, powerful thing. But think about that in the way God speaks to you today. He says, I know you sinned. I know you have fallen down. I know that by following the ways of the world, you have been virtually destroyed. But I come back to you again and again because I love you. I love you, and I will pay any price to bring you home to me. And of course, he chose to pay the heaviest price he could possibly give, and that was the price of himself in giving us Jesus to die for us. And so he's telling all of the people, you're like Gomer, you are adulterers, you are hypocrites. And he uses a wonderful term in chapter 8 where he says, you have sown the wind and it shall reap the whirlwind. Okay, destruction is threatened both to Israel and Judah for the way that they've behaved and their idolatry. And so we're seeing that God is saying, look, that is the way of the fallen. That is what will happen if you maintain your path of destruction. But there is another way, and that way is through my Son. It is the price that I have paid, ready for you to be brought back to me. And all you have to do is come and receive from me. Come and receive my forgiveness. Come and receive my cleansing to make you whole again. And then live in the walk with Jesus as your Lord and Saviour. And we will know eternity together in our eternal home. Isn't that incredible news? Okay, let's move on to 9 and 10 tomorrow. Have a good day.